Kumasi, stand up Ashanti region, stand up Kumerica. Now, it all started as a joke. We all were not sure what was going on. Kumerica here, Kumerica there. One moment, we started to see T-shirts with their emblem on there. And actually, they started printing out passports. Then it started to be believable. Everybody was like, oh, so this whole Kumerica thing is a very serious movement. So that's when some of us even started to know about drill music, or asaka as they call it. And one of the young talents that emanated or emerged from this whole asaka movement is Osei Kufuor Prempeh. I bet you didn't know that was his proper name, but yes, Kofi Jamar. Good morning. Yanka Chani Yanka Bofo. Just say, oh yeah, American, it's international. You actually cut across everywhere. Osei Kufuor Prempeh. Akwaba. Listen, your story is one phenomenal one, and I just want to congratulate you this morning. If you ask me, I think that you have defied all the odds. Anybody who ever put a tag on you that nothing could come out of you, you're proving all of them wrong this morning through the power of music. So I want to congratulate you this morning. Now, to be in the category with Jackie, Camido, Dead People, and all that, how does it even make you feel?
Well,
you're only our talk from the same American movement. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling because looking at last year, that was my first entry. That was last year. I came in as unsung, and this year grabbing 7 nominations and being like in the same like space with my fellow Americans. And I think this is the time that Kumasi got chance to break through. Like upon all like the previous awards, this is the time that Kumasi really got chance to really
representing this time.
And I'm proud to be part of the squad, like representing our here.
Tell me something. This whole Kumerica thing, when it started, did you even believe in it? Didn't it sound like a joke in the beginning?
Well, me, for like as an artist, as a creative person, you believe in like when you see a revolution, you see it coming.
Okay.
So from the start, I saw that it was something not to be played with.
Okay.
But people felt it was a joke or something like just like going by.
See, I'm asking because you're coming from there. I want to understand how this revolution started, because we were here in Accra.
Yeah.
And then I think I started to pick snippets of it on Twitter. It was Twitter which actually announced this whole Kumerican movement. But for the most of us, we didn't even know what it was. So like I said in my intro, one moment we started to see white T-shirts with green printed in the front that represented what your flag was supposed to look like. And then later on Twitter, we'll see passports and everything. So did it start from the schools or it started from the streets? How did this whole thing start?
It was simultaneously, because from the streets, the guys doing music were already out for it, and to the creative industry out in Kumasi, talking about the actors, the funny, the funny skit makers and all the guys, and you can remember these guys that came about. They used to dress up and just swag up in videos and drip and talk.
Yeah, those people with champagne and then in expensive cars and all.
So I think it was all a combined effort. It all came together. The music part, the other creative part, the acting people, all the media men, they all came together to make this happen. So it wasn't a planned thing, but when a revolution have to happen, it have to happen.
Wow.
And it was at the right place at the right time.
Now, you've been on the scene just a year, and you already have songs with big shots like Stoneboy.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that video. We'll come back and I'll ask you something about that. Yeah. So let's take a look at this video. Yeah. Indeed, Kofi, you're up there. I haven't really told my story before, but I'm quite emotional this morning because you remind me of where I come from. Obrefita, like hustle, real hustle. And you're coming from a place where you've been a pallbearer before. You've worked in hotels.
Yeah.
And you tried to feed your family. You were just trying to be there for your family. So it's been pure street hustle. And I want to believe that's where a song like We Day Up
came from.
Is coming from. Did you even think in the last 2 years or in the last 3 years that you would even be up this much and even have a song with Stoneboy and even be in this category for VGMA 2021? When you were going through it, when you were carrying the coffins, did you think it?
It was a dream. That was a dream. Like it was things that I imagined. things that I used to daydream about. Because I could be at work and I'll be daydreaming about these stuff, like thinking what would happen if it happened, for real. And I put in the work, and God with God's grace, everything just came together, for real.
It's crazy that for a new artist like you, you're in 7 categories. I was trying to number them: Best New Artist of the Year, Best Hip Hop Song of the Year. How many? We have 5 more to go. Which ones again?
Yeah, Best EP of the Year, Best Collaboration of the Year, and Best New Artist of. Okay, that's already there. Best Reggae Dancehall Song of the Year. That's Me Day Up with Stonebwoy. And lastly, I think Vodafone Most Popular Song of the Year.
Ekoso.
For real.
How does Mommy feel about all of this?
Well, she's always happy. She's always beaming with smiles, and I can tell her she's really proud of what I've been able to accomplish. Because she'll go outside and people will be pointing at her, yo, that's Kofi Jamar's mom, and stuff like that. So it gives me fulfillment that I've been like the pride of my family, and the pride of my people too. And I have to carry the torch and keep going with it.
Right. So this EP, what's the name of the EP again?
The Truth EP.
What's the song, on one of the songs that you would want us to play again this morning?
That's Treme with Sifa.
Treme with Sifa. Okay, she's one of the ladies also doing very well at the moment. Now, let's talk about which one would be your concentration. I mean, 7. I would love that you bag all 7, but it's a scheme, so it may go down south. But out of the 7, how many do you actually believe, from where you're coming from, that you can take?
Well, I haven't set some standards on it or anything, but just the nomination for me have been overwhelming. So I haven't got the time to process. If I win this, would I be cool if I win this? Because I'm already content.
But you need to I understand that, but you need to process it.
For real.
Because out of 7, I won't feel good that at the end of the night you don't go home with anything.
Yeah, for real.
It's happened before. I don't know how it happened, but I'm sure you've been following up with the VGMA. It happened to Medical.
For real.
Yeah, some time ago.
People talk about that a
exactly.
lot.
He was in a lot of categories, but he didn't take anything home. So from my little advice, I'll say that let's concentrate, or you can concentrate on a few. I won't say 1 or 2. I mean, it's 7 nominations, and then power up so that you can get all your fans, especially your American fans, to push and vote for you.
For me, it's personally for the hip hop song of the year, and the best collaboration of the year, and also Vodafone Most Popular Song
of the Year. Okay, so those 3 are the 3 powerful ones that you think that at the end of the day you could pick up. Anyway, what song did you say we should play again?
Treme with Sifa.
With Sifa. Let's take a look at that one, and then we'll come back and look at how you can vote for Kofi Jamar to win at least 3 out of all these 7 categories that he's been nominated for. And the time nasun say better say time nasun. Tell us how we can vote for you.
Yeah, on Vodafone, that's UN5. You test UN5 to 176.
Yours is what, UN5? Okay.
176 to the
UN5 to 176, and then we can vote for any of these categories. What's your concentration again?
Vodafone Most Popular Song of the Year.
Okay.
And Collaboration of the Year.
Right.
And also Best Hip Hop Song.
Okay. Kofi, your last words. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, this year I'm preparing to drop an album.
Okay.
Yeah, and some singles will also be coming up. And this year it's like we're trying to go over, trying to enter the African market, and also try to break over.
It's always a huge problem when a new act comes out with a banger, with a hit song. It's always a huge problem to surpass that and do something else that's bigger. You think you can?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. He says he can, and we're believing God that he will be able to do exactly so. Kofi Jamar for VGMA's 2021. Thank you so much for your time. All the best. I pray that at least the 3 out of the 7 you take home at the end of the night. Dead people are coming up. Jackie is also coming up. This is still TV3 New Day. We'll be right back.